Now, while these are the only two examples worked in this video, the rest of the problems are going to have a video posted on my website on the resources side of the Chapter 3 table. So you'll be able to click on the link and see how to do all the problems 1 through 8 in depth, and that way hopefully you have a better guide of what to do on this quiz over the weekend. What we're doing for the rest of the day is you have a worksheet that looks like this one. And what we're doing is we're going to build a Venn diagram of the information that we got off of our notes. And you're going to need to fill in the Venn diagram with the information of where all the different quadrilaterals go. So that's going to be our big box, the universe. And the universe is only what we talk about at that time, what we're interested in. So this is going to be quadrilaterals. And then based off the rest of your notes, you need to go through and figure out what things get labeled where. So is this box in here, is this going to be parallelograms? Is it going to be squares, rectangles, rhombuses, kites? You're going to have to figure that out. And then we have these two other boxes down here that don't intersect this one at all. And remember, if two circles or two boxes intersect, that means it overlaps, and whatever's in this one belongs to both categories. So if we are talking about motor vehicles, something that would be in this category, if this one were SUVs and this were a sedan, in the middle we could have crossovers. Or if we're talking about food, we could have grains and vegetables. In the middle, we could have, let's say, pasta with meat, or spaghetti. This would be some type in the middle where it overlaps is something that fits in both groups. So for this box, you need to make sure that whatever is here and whatever is here overlap in some manner so that we have a third group that is both of these. On our last page, you should be going through and looking at each of the different shapes that we have. So trapezoids, do they have 4 congruent sides? No. So you need to figure out a system for yourself, whether you are blocking out things that are true or writing a true or false in each statement. For my sake, I'm going to write a true or false for each one. 4 congruent sides trapezoid? No, that is not true. Not all 4 sides are congruent. So this would be a false. Parallelogram? That's not necessarily true. Nor is it true for rectangles. But then we get to the rhombus and square, and that is true. And then it is false for the last two as well. For opposite sides being congruent, we know that that is true for parallelograms. And because a rectangle is a parallelogram, as well as the rhombus and square, all 4 of those are a type of parallelogram. So those are all true, and the rest are false. And you're going to continue doing that for the rest of the table. You can do T and F for true and false, or you can just shade entire squares to represent one of the two and leave the others blank. Whatever you want, so long as you know what it means. These 2 sheets are going to be due on Monday, so make sure you work through them and we'll go over them together as a class. These are things that you will need to know going into the test. Now, I hope everybody in class has a great Halloween and a great weekend, and I will see everybody on Monday.